Good evening, everybody. Requesting everyone to take a seat. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to Bimohana, the Manch Pravesh of Freya Shinde. A disciple of Sohini Bose, Freya is a delightful daughter to Sudarshan and Alka. She is an only child, but her simplicity and no-fuss attitude comes as a pleasant surprise to all of us. I believe some of Freya's family have traveled all the way from the US to be with her. A loud cheer for them, please. It was Shakespeare who had said, "All the world is but a stage, and we are merely players on it." But I'd like to take Shakespeare on here tonight when I say that this evening is going to be different. For once, it is the artist who will give the stage a new lease of life, bringing it alive, searing it with passion, smothering it with love, and drowning it in devotion. We shall start the evening by acknowledging the presence of our gurus and esteemed practitioners of the performing arts. We have with us this evening Srimati Sharmila Mukherjee, founder and artistic director of Sanjali Center for Odissi Dance, Bangalore. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. We have Srimati Leela Mohanty, the artistic director of Bansi Bilas, an institution devoted to training young dancers of Guru Deva Prasad Das's School of Odissi. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us this evening. We have Sri Parshnath Upadhyay, founder director of Upadhyay School of Dance and Punya Dance Company, Bangalore. Thank you, sir, for being with us this evening. We have Srimati Sarita Mishra, creative director of the Bangalore-based Odissi Dance Institution. Adyasha School of Odissi Dance. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us this evening. We also have with us our live accompanists and musicians, artists without whom the evening would lose its magic. On vocals, we have Sri Shukanta Kumar Kundu. On the flute, we have Sri Shomya Ranjan Joshi. On the mardala, we have Sri Bijay Kumar Barik. Without much ado, I am going to call upon our guests of honor to light the ceremonial lamp. Can I request the Urja volunteers to escort our guests up on stage, please? So hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. We now have the first presentation of the evening, Vakratunda Mahakaya. Which one of us does not love the elephant-headed god? This choreography is set to a chant sung in praise of Lord Ganesh. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Translated, the shloka means, O Lord Ganesh, one with a huge body, a curved elephant trunk, whose brilliance is equal to billions of suns, may you always remove all obstacles from my endeavors. Choreographed by Guru Ratikant Mahapatra, music by Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasya, and set to Rag Mishra Shuddha Bibhas and Adi Tal. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you Vakratunda Mahakaya.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru me Deva Sarvakari Susarvada Sarvakari Susarvada Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru me Deva Sarvakari Susarvada Sarvakari Susarvada Rattadadiganata Rattadadiganata Rattadadiganate Tadidate Ragidatadina Padina Tadina Tagita Tadina Padina Lambodara Namostubhyam Satatam Modakapiyam Lambodara Namostubhyam Satatam Modakapiyam Nirvignam Kuru me Deva Sarvakari Susarvada Sarvakari Susarvada Sarvakari Susarvada Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru me Deva Sarvakari Susarvada Sarvakari Susarvada Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru me Deva Sarvakari Susarvada Sarvakari Susarvada Lambodara Namostubhyam Satatam Modakapiyam Lambodara Namostubhyam Satatam Modakapiyam Nirvignam Kuru me Deva Sarvakari Susarvada Sarvakari Susarvada Sarvakari 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 Susarvada
That was elegance personified, bringing alive the much-loved elephant god, Ganpati, the remover of obstacles, the beloved of Gauri, and the pride of Shiv Shankar. Before we move on to our next presentation, let me tell you a little about this exquisite dance form. Odissi, one of the preeminent classical dances of India, originated in the Hindu temples of the eastern coastal state of Orissa. Its theoretical base traces back to the Natya Shastra, authored by Bharat Muni. The techniques of movement in Orissa, in Odissi, are built around two basic postures, chalk and tribanga. The chalk is a position imitating a square, a very masculine stance with the weight of the body equally balanced. The tribanga is a very feminine stance, where the body is deflected at the neck, torso, and the knees. And now a bit more about the dancer. I'm going to invite Mansi, who has been dancing with Freya for some years now, and I would like her to say a few words about her. Mansi, please join in on the stage.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Mansi and I'm delighted to be here on the occasion of Freya's Manch Pravesh. I've been dancing with Freya for around 4 years now. I still remember the first time I met her. I had just moved from one batch to another one closer to my house, and Freya was in that batch. She was one of the only people close to my age in that class. Quiet and shy, it seemed as though she took the dance form very seriously. 2 or 3 classes later, I was being teased by Sohini ma'am, who said Freya had become a lot more talkative ever since I joined class. Ever since then, for every dance performance, we were paired together. I had my Manch Pravesh 3 years ago, and right after it was done, Sohini ma'am looked at Freya and said, "Abhi tumhari bari aane wali hai." Even though she giggled and nodded her head in the moment, she took those words very seriously. Every time we had class after that, Sohini ma'am would look at me and say, "Seekho." Freya wakes up early in the morning every day and practices before school. I was amazed by her sense of dedication because I realized that I'd never be able to do something like that. Even though she was a little more distracted and a little more talkative in class because of me, she never compromised on the effort that she put in. She worked extremely hard, and there's a huge difference in how she used to dance before and how she does now. I witnessed the change, and it was beautiful. She learned to control her body, her expressions, every movement from her eyebrow to the tip of her toes. She manages to leave people amazed. Not only dance, Freya also excels in other fields such as art. I remember how once a rectangular package covered in newspaper showed up at my house. My jaw dropped when I opened it. It was a framed sketch of one of my dance photographs, disturbingly accurate, detailed, and beautiful. It was from Freya. The point I'm trying to make here is that Freya is an exceptionally talented little girl who completely dedicates herself to any activity she's interested in. I envy her for this, but I'm also extremely proud of her for all she's achieved and all that she's going to achieve. Thank you.
Thank you, Mansi. Although, truth be told, I think you made all of us a little talkative in the class, not just Freya. Next up, we have Ananya, another friend of Freya's, who would like to share a few words with us.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ananya Jha, and me and Freya have been friends for about 13 years now. We've basically grown up together. We first actually met in Pune as toddlers on a playground. On the one side, we were becoming fast friends, and on the other, so were our mothers. Little had the 4 of us known that the immense time we would share together, we'd get to know each other so very well. Me and my family moved out of Pune then, but as fate would have it, we met again right here when we moved to Bangalore. I was 5 years old then, and so was Freya. We both realized we would be attending the same school along with Advika, her cousin, and also my friend. And that one year, me and Freya were even in the same section, and 3F is still one of my most memorable classes. Then, in 5th grade, I had to leave for USA. Fast forward 5 years, I was again in India, and after completing our 10th grade this year, we have joined the same coaching class despite being in different schools. Dear Freya, I must say, I feel immense pride and respect for the gorgeous girl you have grown to become. No matter how accomplished you get, you always grow from your heart and not from your ego. You are one of the bubbliest, kindest, and talented people I know. We both might not constantly be in the same place or be constantly talking, but you are definitely a constant presence in my life. I am impressed by you time and time again, what with your intellectual brilliance, your countless talents, and your larger-than-life personality. So, old friend, I give you my heartiest congratulations and best of wishes as you begin this exciting new chapter in your life as a dancer. I can't wait to see you reach the highest cloud and cheer for you along the way. Thank you and lots of love.
Thank you, Ananya. Thank you, Mansi. Very heartfelt words. Okay, moving on. Our next item for the evening is Nagendra Haraya. In the Shiva Panchaksharam Strotam by Adi Shankaracharya, he says, Shiva is Shakti, Shakti is Shiva. Nothing is everything, everything is nothing. May the Almighty give us the ability to be grateful for everything as we come from nothing. By the incantation of the powerful syllables of Om Namah Shivaya, the magnificent and majestic form of Shiva is described in this dance piece. With snakes for a garland around his neck, with ash smeared all over his body, and lines of sandal paste on the forehead, Shiva is also seen as the Ardhanarishwara. His neck turns blue by drinking halahal, the poison from the ocean. He holds the trident axe and the damru in his hands. With his hair in flying locks and a bow in his hands, Shiva, the manifest of creation and destruction, we bow to your omnipresence. Set in Rag Mishra Bairagi and Tal Khemta, music composed by Pandit Bhuvneshwar Mishra, this powerful piece is choreographed by Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra. So let's put our hands together for a compelling rendition of Nagendra Haraya by Freya Shinde.
Hello.
नागेन्द्र हाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नागेन्द्र हाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय मंदाकिनी सलील चंदन चर्चिताय मंदाकिनी सलील चंदन चर्चिताय नंदीश्वर 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 प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मंदार पुष्प बहु पुष्प सुपूजिताय मंदार पुष्प बहु पुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्जवृन्द सूर्याय दक्ष धोरनाशकाय शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्जवृन्द सूर्याय दक्ष धोरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिखराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय कुंभद भवगौतमार्य मुनीन्द्रदेव स्थितशेखराय वसिष्ठ कुंभोद भवगौतमार्य मुनीन्द्रदेव स्थितशेखराय चंद्रार्क वैश्वानरलोचनाय चंद्रार्क वैश्वानरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय यक्षस्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय यक्षस्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगंबराय दिवाय देवाय दिगंबराय तस्मै
I don't know about you, but I held my breath at the demanding levels of stamina and power this piece required. A round of applause once again for Freya to have pulled off an intricate and high energy piece with such ease. Thank you. For a dancer, the occasion of her Mancha Pravesh is a tryst with her art, her moment of truth, when she plays the protagonist in bringing together components of music, rhythm, and movement. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing today is a typical Odissi repertoire in the gharana of Padma Vibhushan Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra style. Continuing our journey towards understanding this dance form, Odissi draws upon the Natya Shastra and the Abhinaya Darpana. As in other parts of India, creative literature too inspired the Odissi dancer and provided themes for the dance. This is especially true of the 12th century Gita Govinda by Jayadeva. It is a profound example of the Nayaka and the Nayika bhava and surpasses other poems in its poetic and stylistic content, with the poet's devotion for Krishna being all-pervasive. Across the 24 Ashtapadis are captured the changing moods of love, rapture, jealousy, anxiety, submission, and union. An Odissi orchestra essentially consists of a pakhavaj player, usually the guru himself, a singer, someone on the flute, a sitar or violin player, and a manjara player. The dancer is adorned in elaborate Odia silver jewelry and a special hairdo. The sari, usually stitched nowadays, is unique to the style. In each performance, even a modern Odissi dancer reaffirms the faith of the Devdasis or the Maharis, where they sought liberation or moksha through the medium of dance. Having talked so much about the dance, I think we should also get to know Freya a bit better. Freya stepped into the world of Odissi under the tutelage of Srimati Madhura Sarkar and later joined the Urja Center of Performing Arts to continue her training under Srimati Sohini Bose. An avid disciple of Odissi over the last 9 years, Freya's dance repertoire includes a number of choreographies like Mangalacharan, Battu, Saveri Pallavi, Megha Pallavi, Mukhari Pallavi, Shringar Pallavi, an Abhinaya called Radha Rani, Leela Nidhi, which you will see later this evening, Moksha, Hari Om, etc. She has had several opportunities to perform with the Urja group and has received many awards as well. Notable among them are being placed third in the Pratibha Utkarsh Samaro in June 2020, securing second position in Odissi junior competition held by ICDA in July 2020. She has also performed in the Odissi International Festival for 2020 and 2021, performance in Hidden Idols competition telecasted by Didi Agartala and Didi Gujarat. She's completed part 3 of the Sangeet Bhushan curriculum from Prachin Kala Kendra. She's a class 11 student from Primus Public School. She's pursuing her studies in science. Freya has a penchant for detective stories and high fantasy, constantly debating finer points of Agatha Christie, Byomkesh Bakshi, and Harry Potter. She's equally passionate about art, with her paintings adorning the drawing room of her home and acting as precious gifts for her friends and colleagues. We just heard Mansi talk about the surprise she received when Freya had copied or painted in a photograph of hers. Her greatest challenge, as Freya says, is managing the demands placed on her time by school, by the prep required for the engineering entrance exams, all of which keep her away from her love for dance and painting. I'm now going to take the opportunity to invite Freya's cousin, Advika, to say a few words about her. Advika, can we have you up on stage, please?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to Freya's Manch Pravesh. My name is Advika, and I am Freya's sister. Since our school days, Freya has always been a kind and honest soul. She has a way of making everyone around her smile and has the most contagious laugh. Though we grew up together, we ended up as polar opposites of each other. While she's a dancer, I'm more of a singer. As time has passed, I've come to realize that we sisters complete one another, and that's just very beautiful. To be honest with you, I didn't receive any of the dancing genes. Freya is amazing at many things, and one of those, as you all know, is dance. She has an incredible amount of talent, but it would be unfair to credit just that for her success. Her perseverance and persistence are what truly make her shine on and off the stage. As you know, Freya is currently in 11th grade and is currently in JEE coaching in Neve and has school as well. Even with all of this, Freya is able to do what she really loves and is able to do it well. I am so proud of her and know that Freya is going to go nowhere but up from here. I'm sure her passion and determination in all things will help her accomplish everything she wants to in life and more. Congratulations on your Manch Pravesh, Freya, and good luck in all your future endeavors.
Thank you, Advika. I think by the time we wind up this evening, there'll be a whole lot of people very proud of Freya. Time to move on to our next presentation for the evening. After Nagendra Haraya comes the flowering and ornamentation of music and movements associated with a Pallavi. A musical composition in a particular raga is visually represented by the dancer with slow and subtle movements, building up into complex patterns, highlighting rhythmic variations with the tala structure. Pallavi means elaboration and is applicable to not only the dance, but the music as well. A Pallavi is marked by elegant and lyrical movements, distinct and exceptionally intricate and interwoven rhythmic patterns of beauty, emphasizing pure dance. In fact, the word Pallavi comes from the Sanskrit word Pallav, which refers to the newborn leaf. Just as a newborn leaf gives rise to a mighty tree, so too in a Pallavi, the rag, and with it the dance, evolves in variety and ends with a dexterous execution of music and dance set to amazing speed. Our first Pallavi for this evening is Megha Pallavi. Set to rag Megh and tal jhampa, the composition brings alive the dark clouds and limpid rains of a typical Indian monsoon. This piece has been choreographed by Guru Sri Ratikant Mahapatra. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Megha Pallavi.
ma pa ma re sa ma pa re sa. Pa ma re sa re ni pa ma re re sa ni pa re ma re ni pa re sa ni pa ma re re sa ma re sa ni pa ma re re sa ma re sa ni pa ma re re sa na de na na
Thank you, Freya. That brought alive the monsoon rains for us. The sound of raindrops as they pitter-patter down on roofs, little feet splashing in puddles of water that gather around the house, something like the Bangalore weather that we're seeing outside. Time now for a bit of a break and an opportunity to honor and felicitate our guests. I would first like to say a few words about our accompanists this evening. We have said very often that the magic of a Manch Pravesh is often due to the live element of the music. And this evening is no different. We have the honor today to have amongst us, on the Pakwaj, we have Shri Bijay Kumar Barik, a well-known percussionist who started his training in the Gotipua Akharas under Guru Birabara Sahu. He completed his masters in music with a specialization in the Mardala from Utkal Sangeet Mahavidyalaya. Under the tutelage of Guru Banamali Maharana, he flourished as a soloist. Our vocalist for the evening, Shri Sukanta Kumar Kundu, is junior lecturer and vocalist at Utkal University of Culture, Bhubaneswar. He has trained under the tutelage of Guru Balakrishna Das, Guru Gopal Chandra Panda, Guru Ramahari Gad Das, Guru Bhikari Charanbal. He is also an approved A-grade artist of the Department of Culture, Government of Odissi, and A-grade artist for All India Radio, Cuttack and Doordarshan, Bhubaneswar. He has a master's in music and Odissi vocal from Utkal Sangeet Mahavidyalaya and has received the Senior National Scholarship in Odissi vocal from Department of Culture, HRD, Government of India. In continuing, he has also received and been recognized by the Sangeet Sudhakar Balakrishna Das Award and has performed at various festivals like the Kunard Das and Music Festival, Folk Life and Heritage Festival in Hyderabad, and many other places. On the flute, we have Shri Soumya Ranjan Joshi. He completed his master's in music from Utkal University of Culture in Bhubaneswar. Soumya started his training in playing the flute from the eminent Guru Mohan Patnaik. He's an approved artist with All India Radio and Doordarshan and performs in festivals across India and abroad. May we have Alka ji on stage to felicitate our accompanist, please. I'd like to call Shri Bijay Kumar Barik on stage, please. Big round of applause. Shri Shukanta Kumar Kundu. And Shri Soumya Ranjan Joshi, please. Thank you so much, sirs. Thank you. Thank you, Alka ji. Okay. May I now request the volunteers from Urja to escort our guests to the stage, please. I'll start with the first eminent guest, Ms. Sharmila Mukherjee. Sharmila Mukherjee is the founder and artistic director of Sanjali Center for Odissi Dance in Bangalore, which was established in 2004. Initiated into the Uday Shankar style of dance, ma'am at the young age of 16 played the main role in Tagore's dance drama Chandalika in Calcutta and caught the attention of the critics. Ma'am started learning Odissi under the tutelage of Guru Keluchan Mahapatra from 1984 in Kolkata. She also took lessons in Abhinaya from Srimati Kalanidhi Narayanan. Ma'am initially taught Odissi at Calcutta School of Music, and she has also worked with hearing impaired children at the Oral School for Deaf Children in Kolkata. A grade A artist of Doordarshan, she's also an established artist of the ICCR. A Shringar Mani from the Sur Shringar Samsad, Mumbai. Ma'am was also conferred with the prestigious Mahari in the year 2016 award from Guru Pankaj Charan Das Foundation, Orissa, and also the BCKA Kala Kshetra Award from the Bangalore Club for Kathakali and the Arts in Bangalore. Ma'am has directed a number of productions, notable among them are Hansika, an adaptation of Swan Lake, Sukshma, based on The Flowering Tree by A.K. Ramanujan, Kaikai and the Poet, and Kalidas's Ritu Samharna, among many others. May I request ma'am to come up to the podium and address the audience.
Namaskara. Thank you. Good evening to everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank Sohini for giving me this honor and privilege to come here and be part of this beautiful Mancha Pravesh. Mancha Pravesh is always very special. It's a very special day in the life of a dancer, of a dance student. It should not be the ultimate. This should be just the beginning. She has a long way to go. All dancers have a long way to go after Mancha Pravesh, and I'm sure Freya will continue the lessons, and Sohini should make sure that this carries on. Sohini is very young, so she's been here for how long? 5 years. And within 5 years, you've done about 2 Ranga Praveshes or 3? I don't know. But 2. Okay, that's quite an achievement. Congratulations for that. And it was lovely to see Freya perform. She has she has inborn grace. I can see good balance, good postures, good training. So I wish her all success. It always sounds very cliched when I say this. I've said it before many times that it's not always a student who is lucky to find a good guru. A guru also has to be lucky to find a good student. So it works both ways, because the hard work is from both of them, It cannot be one-sided. And I can see that. Always lovely to have live music, which is so rare nowadays. So nice to see Bijay and Shukanto and Soumya. It's lovely. And I wish the Institute, Sohini and Freya, much, much success, and thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Leela Mohanty is a leading exponent of Odissi dance, an acclaimed dancer with wide national... Sorry. Leela Mohanty is a leading exponent of Odissi dance, an acclaimed dancer with wide national and international experience. Ma'am is not only born to dance, but has established her credentials through sheer hard work and dedication. She is the recipient of the first Ustad Bismillah Khan Youth Award in 2006 from Sangeet Natak Academy in New Delhi, and has been awarded the coveted and prestigious Mahakaya Award and Shringarmani. Through her commitment to Odissi, Ma'am has proven to be a versatile dancer with a vision. She is the artistic dancer and director of Bansi Bilas, an institution devoted to training young and upcoming dancers of Guru Deva Prasad Das's School of Odissi, and provides a creative outlet for dancers, musicians, and art lovers in Bhubaneswar. Ma'am was initiated into Odissi under Guru Sri Deva Prasad Das and continued her training under the able guidance of Sri Durga Charan Ranbir. She is the artistic director of Trinayan Dance Theatre based out of New York City in USA, and is the director of the professional training program. She also heads the Odissi department of Kalpana Dance Theatre, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. A graduate in physics with a master's in business administration, she writes for children and is the author of the book Priya and Preetham Meet Their Friend, which has received rave reviews from critics and established authors. She believes that stories are a good way to make children understand the nuances of facing life's challenges head on. May I request ma'am to say a few words, please?
Namaskar. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Sohini, for inviting me here. First of all, I would like to congratulate Freya and her guru, Sohini. Wonderful, wonderful soul here. And that smile on her face said it all. It said that she enjoys her dance. And to hear Sukanta sir here, Sukanta sir, Vijay sir, and Soumya here. Sukanta sir has been singing for me since I was I think Freya's age. So wonderful to have them here. And, now after this, Freya, I know, will yearn for this stage of her life to be back, rehearsing, the rehearsals. You'll miss them all, I know. But it's difficult to again get back into this stage because now she has to prepare for her exams and all her career and all that she has. But this dance is actually a journey to self-realization. And in this stage, in this age of speed and technology, it will teach you patience. It will ingrain in you a sense of rhythm, of balance, and will train you to lead your life. And of course, with dance, health, flexibility, commitment, discipline, confidence, it all comes as a package when you opt dance. But the most important thing in this journey is that slowly but surely it will take you inwards. Only if you don't get distracted by the adulations and appreciation that you receive, and you don't go back again and again to Facebook and Insta to check how many likes and followers you have. Stay steady, practice, practice, and practice. And one day the time will come when you will grow beyond the limitations of your body and experience this amazing, boundless joy within and without. Relish it. And she's smart, she's hardworking, and she's talented, and she will definitely put her talent to use. But today, I pray, may she grow and blossom into a beautiful human being. That's the need of the hour.
Thank you so much. And congratulations once again.
Thank you, ma'am. A stellar performer, Parshvanath Upadhyay, has carved out a special niche for himself in the world of Indian dance. His deep-rooted knowledge of Bharatanatyam comes from a disciplined study of the form under eminent gurus Sri Ravindra Sharma, Sri Kiran Subramaniam, Srimati Sandhya Kiran, and Padma Shri Sudharani Raghupati. In recognition of his work, Sir has been honored with numerous awards. Most recent of these is the prestigious Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar, conferred by the Sangeet Natak Academy. His dance is both intensely physical and deeply devotional. His prowess is manifold and extensive and reflects in the way the traditional is ever present and ever renewed in his dance forms. Sir resides in Bangalore and heads Upadhyay School of Dance and Punya Dance Company, of which he is the artistic director and principal choreographer. Sir, may I please have the pleasure of requesting you to address the audience.
Namaskaram to everyone. I would like to quickly thank Sohini ji for having me here for this wonderful, beautiful evening of Odissi. And Freya has been doing a wonderful job for the first half of the evening. And I'm really interested, really excited to see the second half. Odissi dancers, legendary dancers have always been, and practitioners have always been great source of inspiration for artists of different genre. And the way, in what kind of discipline they bring in their practice and also performance is something we, I think, Bharatanatyam dancers sometimes take it from there itself. As my teacher says, dance is body and music is the soul of it. I would like to thank all these eminent artists who made this evening memorable for Freya. Thank you so much, and my pranams to your greatest artistry. I would like to thank Freya and her parents for having me here this evening amongst the wonderful Odissi eminent artists, and thanking all of you for making me a small part of it. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Srimati Sarita Mishra is one of the leading Odissi dancers among the new generation of dancers in Odissi. Dance has been a way of life for her since she was 4 years old. She is the creative director of a Bangalore-based Odissi dance institution, Adyasha School of Odissi Dance, a non-profit organization. She started her Odissi dance training under tutelage of Guru Niranjan Raut and Guru Padmacharan Dehuri in the late Guru Deva Prasad Das style. After 19 years of training, she moved to Padma Vibhushan Guru Kiluchan Mahapatra style under the tutelage and guidance of Guru Bichitra Tanna Swine and Guru Judhishthir Nayak. Some of her achievements and recognitions include being a graded artist of Doordarshan, Kalinga Mitra Award from OCCT Bangalore, Nritya Kalika Nitrashi from Bhubaneswar, Odisha Eklavya Award from Laiskala Bhubaneswar, recipient of National Scholarship from Government of India, Rita Devi Excellence Award from Kalinga Kalakshetra Pune, Natya Veda Award from Natraj Music and Dance Academy Vishakhapatnam, Natya Kalpragya Award from Satyanjali Academy of Kuchipudi Dance Ernakulam, and Yuva Kalakshetra from BCKA Bangalore. Among these, you can also add the Kalayogi Award 2016 from ICCR Bangalore, and that's just to name a few. Big round of applause. Her performances have cut across Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, Mukteshwar Festival in Orissa, the Kinkini Festival in Bangalore, among so many more. Ma'am, may I request you to please come up on stage and share your thoughts with us?
Namaskar, Joy Jagannath. With due regards and due regards to all the esteemed guests and artists here and all the audience, I'm here to enjoy dance. And when Sohini told me that Didi, please be a part of it, I felt the special feel of a guru, of a teacher who prepares her student for this special occasion. When we were small kids, we did not have this ritual of Ranga Pravesh. But when I came to Bangalore and saw all the Bharatanatyam dancers, they have this ritual, I was always wishing why we did not have it in Odisha. But now I see a lot of Odissi gurus. They promote students through this beautiful ritual and making their journey more special and more memorable. Dance has always a way of life for me, and here those who are practitioners, I would definitely tell them one thing, that our lives are all full of ups and downs. And dance is the only stability that brings into our life. So dance is the sthiti in the gati of life. So we all should always strive to bring that sthiti in the gati. And I wish and I congratulate Freya and Sohini as her guru. Much and much more success in life. And for Freya, I wish she continues her journey as a dancer for many, many more years. This is just the new beginning, as a new bud blooms into a beautiful flower. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now call upon the Urja volunteers to escort our guests back to the seats, please. Okay. Back to the next part of our program this evening. We kick off with Desh Pallavi, our second Pallavi for the evening. As all Pallavis, this too is named after the rag it is accompanied by. Desh. Desh Pallavi is set to Rag Desh. This rag is traditionally played at night. Rag Desh is also known as a rainy season or monsoon rag. The primary moods or rasa expressed through this rag are devotion, romance and longing, with origins in courtly love songs called Thumri. This Pallavi is composed by Padma Shri Guru Srimanti Kumkun Mohanty. Music composition is by Shri Deepak Basu. Tal Ek Tali.
dadigina da. Tin terek tak dadigina. Re ga sa ni sa re re ma pa ni sa re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga sa da din da da sa re ga ma da din da din ma pa ni din da sa din da re sa da sa re da pa sa ni da pa ma de ha ka ta ka de de ma pa ni pa ni sa sa re ma de ma pa ni pa ni sa sa re ma de ma pa ni pa ni sa sa re ma de ma pa ni pa ni sa re ma pa ni sa sa re ma pa ni sa re ma pa ni re ga sa Ni pa da ma pa ni ni sa sa ni sa re ni da ni pa da ma pa ni ni sa sa ni sa re ga sa ni sa re ma
Thank you, Freya. I'm now going to request two of Freya's friends, Parnika and Yashasvi, to share a few anecdotes about her so that we get to know the performer even more than before. Do we have Yashasvi and Parnika here?
There is always someone in your life that makes you laugh harder, cry a little less, and feel happy with their presence. Freya is one of those gems. Greetings to the audience. I am Yashasvi.
And I'm Parnika.
Today we have got the opportunity to talk about Freya on this special occasion.
We share a very special bond with Freya. She plays infinite roles in our life. She has been always with us in our highs and lows. She can be a sister, an advisor, a support system during our hard times, and much more. She's an amazing human being. We might have a disagreement sometimes, but we never leave each other's side.
Freya has always been dedicated towards Odissi since childhood. She has been dancing for almost a decade and has achieved great heights at a very young age. She is multi-talented, as in she's a very graceful dancer and an amazing aesthete. She is meticulous in her work. She's a brilliant artist overall, both as a dancer and as well as a painter.
We are very grateful to have Freya as a friend. She is not just a great human being, but also dances exceptionally well and is very hardworking. We are extremely proud to be a part of her Manch Pravesh. May success be with her, and we wish her all the very best.
I was hoping these kids spoke for longer. It gives the dancer a longer break. Okay, we move on to the penultimate piece for this evening, Leela Nidhi, a personal favorite. Leela Nidhi is from Champu, a genre in Indian literature. A Champu is a work of prose and poetry. In this Odia genre, a separate song is written for each letter of the alphabet, and the composition is such that each stanza or verse begins with the same letter. The play with the alphabet adds a lyrical charm and rhythm to the song. The Champu series used in Odissi dance was composed by Kavi Surya Baldev Rath. Leela Nidhi is part of this series and is crafted around the alphabet law. In this particular piece, the Yuvati, or young maiden, perhaps Radha herself, begs Krishna to return her clothes as she melts in embarrassment. But at the same time, she begs him to watch her as she adorns herself. As she draws her brows, gazing into a mirror, she desires him to write his name, lost within the decorations of the tilak on her forehead. Set to Rag Mukhari and Tal Chula, this piece is choreographed by Padma Vibhushan Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra, and the music is composed by Pandit Sri Bhuvaneshwar Mishra. So without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps the most beautiful piece of this evening, we bring you Leela Nidhi.
सड़ी लीला निधि हे लीला निधि हे लाजे मुगलेटी सड़ी लुचाई छकाही श्याम हे दिया मोलागी साड़ी लुचाई छकाही श्याम गे दिया मोलागी साड़ी दिया मोलागी साड़ी लाजे मुगले ते साड़ी लीला निधि हे लीला लाजे मुगले सड़ी लभे तुम्भंकु प्राण बंधु करी लभे तुम्भंकु प्राण बंधु करी लभी तुम्भंकु प्राण बंधु करी लोक हसारे जेबे जीवी सारी लसीबी तुम्भंकु प्राण बंधु करी लभी तुम्भंकु प्राण बंधु करी लोक हसारे जेबे जीवी सारी लसीबी जेबे पाइनी दाऊ लसीबी जेबे पाइनी दाऊ लागिलिया पण कुकेही आओ लागिलिया पण कुकेही आओ लाजे मुगले सड़ी लीला निधि हे लीला निधि हे लाजे मुगले सड़ी लक्ष लक्ष राण अछिटी मोर लक्ष लक्ष राण अछिटी मोर ललाम आदि भूषा सज कर ललाम आदि भूषा सज कर ललाम आदि भूषा सज कर लक्षराण अछिटी मोर ललाम आदि भूषा सज कर ललाम आदि भूषा सज कर ललाम आदि भूषा सज कर लिभिथिब भुरु मध्य तिलक लिभिथिब भुरु मध्य तिलक तिलक लेखिदियो बेगे नदेखु लोक लेखिदियो बेगे नदेखु लोक लेखिदियो बेगे नदेखु लोक लेखिदियो बेगे नदेखु लोक लाजे मुगले लीला निधि लीला निधि लाजे मुगले सड़ी लुचाई छ काही लुचाई छ काही लुचाई छ काही श्याम हे दियो मोलागी साड़ी दियो मोलागी साड़ी लाजे मुगले सड़ी लीला निधि लाजे मुगले सड़ी लीला निधि लाजे मुगले
Thank you, Freya. You brought to life for us the tender, playful, and often naughty side of Krishna as he teased the Gopikas and their almost helpless love for him. A composition that can be interpreted at so many different levels, from a very literal rendition of Krishna hiding their clothes to a more spiritual understanding of how we all are shorn of worldly deceptions in front of the Lord and stand stripped of all our pretenses. There is in that moment no room for shame because the Lord knows all and there is no hiding from him. Behind every successful dancer, there is a persistent guru. And the story is no different for Freya. Sohini has been an inspiration to quite a few of us in attempting to learn and perform this beautiful dance form. From 16-year-olds to some of us well into our graves, her encouragement, her rigor, and her expectations have always propelled us to strive harder. Beautiful and elegant, with a smile that dazzles and mesmerizes, Sohini has been learning and teaching dance for over 15 years. Her prolific creativity allows her to experiment with styles that go beyond classical Odissi. As she experiments with semi-classical and folk and Rabindra folk song dancing. Born and brought up in Kolkata, a city known for its cultural passions, she has received her training in Odissi from her guru, Guru Girdhari Nayak, and Guru Paishali Mukherjee. Guru Paishali Mukherjee, who has been a student of the late Padma Vibhushan Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra, is known for her extraordinary skills in Abhinaya and in playing the Pakwaj. In addition, Sohini has also attended workshops by Guru Sujata Mohapatra, Guru Sanchita Bhattacharya, Guru Madhulita Mohapatra, and Guru Sri Subhikash Mukherjee. Sohini has performed with the Nitraya Dance Ensemble in Chennai, at the Pankaj Das Utsav in Bhubaneswar, at the Uday Shankar Festival in the Dover Lane Music Conference in Kolkata. She's given performances in Shantiniketan and in various cities in the US, Las Vegas, Chicago, and San Francisco, to name just a few. Currently, Sohini runs her own dance school, Urja, and takes classes at Bellandur in Bangalore. Married to the ever-talented Palash Banerjee, Sohini is also mother to heart-stoppingly adorable Kaushani or Tuli, as you would have seen her around here now. I'm going to invite Sohini to share a few words about Freya.
There is a saying in Hindi which says sabar ka phal meetha hota hai. This evening is a most compelling proof of that. Urja's first Manch Pravesh was in 2019, and when that concluded, none of us thought it would take 3 years for Urja to present the next one. But that's how things turned out. And I'm so glad that it did, for this gave me and Freya time to work on some of the most beautiful choreographies in Odissi, which may not have been possible 2 years ago. This evening, in many ways, is a dream come true, or a long dreamt coming to life. And I'm extremely proud and happy that Freya has been an integral part to bringing this dream alive. A Manch Pravesh such as this needs hours and days of practice, and Freya has done all of that and more. Her parents have been hugely supportive, and I'm sure are extremely proud today. As a student, Freya is quite a bit tenacious, hardworking, and committed. She transforms on stage and brings alive the choreography beautifully. Given how young she is, I would like to wish her all the best and urge her to continue to follow her passion with all her heart. May you blossom into an ever beautiful artist, dancing to bring joy to yourself, to Rasikas, and to the divine. Thank you.
Thank you, Sohini. And that, friends, brings us to the last presentation for the evening, Nabadurga. Nabadurga, translated from Sanskrit, means the 9 divine forms of the goddess Durga. She is worshipped especially during Navratri, where each of the 9 manifested forms are consecutively venerated through the 9 nights. The 9 manifested forms of goddess Durga are Shailaputri, Brahmacharini, Chandraghanta, Kushmanda, Skandamanta, Katyayini, Kalratri, Mahagauri, and Siddhiratri. This piece is choreographed by Guru Ratikant Mahapatra and set to Rag Bhairavi in Tal Jyoti. Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen, for we bring to you Navadurga.
जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय पाप विनाशी बहु फल देवा जय पाप विनाशी बहु फल दे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय शुंभ निशुंभ कपाळ धने जय शुंभ निशुंभ कपाळ धने प्रणमामि तु देवी नरार्थ हरे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः जय चन्द्रदिवाकर नेत्रधरे जय पावक भूषित वक्रवने जय चन्द्रदिवाकर नेत्रधरे जय पावक भूषित वक्रवने जय भैरव देह लीलापने जय भैरव देह लीलापने जय अंधक दैत्य विमोच करे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय महिषाविमर्दिनी सुनाकरे जय लोक समस्तक पापहरे जय महिषाविमर्दिनी सुनाकरे जय लोक समस्तक पापहरे जय देवी पितामह विष्णुनाथे जय हस्त सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः जय देवी समस्त शरीरधरे जय नाग विदर्शिनी दुःखहरे जय व्याधि विनाशिनी मुख्यकारे जय वाञ्छितदायिनी सिद्धि कदे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय पाप विनाशिनी बहु फल देमा जय पाप विनाशिनी बहु फल दे नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे नमो वरदे नमो वरदे वनदुर्गा महादुर्गा गिरिदुर्गा ततः परं जय दुर्गा सोनी दुर्गा दुर्गा महिषमर्दिनी शक्ति दुर्गा भवानी
I think that needs another round of applause. There are moments that make you forget your reality. There are moments when you almost think the divine is real, the divine is possible. As I watched that piece from the wings, I had completely forgotten my surroundings, and I'm sure many of you experienced the same. So these are moments that stay etched in our minds forever. The details fade sometimes, but the experience lingers, never failing to fill us with a sense of warmth, a feeling of gratitude, and wonder at the sheer beauty of the experience itself. I think it was Wordsworth who'd written in his poem Daffodils, when he said, "For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils." I could go on, as you can see. It's been such a wonderful evening. It takes a village and more to pull off an event such as this. And I'm now going to request Alka and Sudarshan to thank those who've made this evening possible. Over to you, Alka and Sudarshan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Before I give vote of thanks, let me recount that today morning I had an argument with my wife that who will give the vote of thanks. Both of us are very stage shy, very afraid of public speaking, and both of us were telling, you go, and do it. And now you know who is the boss. First of all, I would like to thank Srimati Sohini Bose Banerjee, Freya's guru. She has been an exceptional teacher for Freya, and her passion and energy she brings in teaching Odissi is phenomenal. And perhaps the energy or the urja she brings in teaching Odissi makes us feel that she has appropriately named her group as Urja Group of Performing Arts. The second person who we want to thank profusely for this evening is Shri Pallavi Banerjee, Sohini's husband. All the artwork which you have seen outside and the brochure which you have seen is all basically designed and made by Pallavi. The photographs which you see outside are also taken by Pallavi, and he has also graciously agreed to take the photographs of the evening. You just need to take a brochure and feel the perfection he brings in his photographs and art. The third in line who we want to thank are our artists who have come from Bhubaneswar, all the way from Bhubaneswar. They have taken a lot of, they are quite busy, but they have made it to come to Bangalore and perform in this evening. Next in line, we would like to thank all Urja Group volunteers without whom this evening wouldn't have been possible. They have been a constant source of support for us, and we are very grateful to them. Next in line, we would like to thank Shri Nagaraj and his team from Seva Sadan for the preparation of the stage and preparation of this venue for the event. I know very little about art, but it is said that art is basically a form of communication between a performer and the audience, and this communication basically brings both of them to a higher spiritual plane. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all you, our chief guests, and all our friends and well-wishers who have basically graced this occasion, came here and graced this occasion. Without you, this evening wouldn't have been perfect. Thank you so much, all of you. May I request Sohini and Pallavi to come on stage?
I would just like to say that I would like to thank my guru, without whom this evening wouldn't have been possible, the accompanists for their patience and their and the way they accompanied me today, this evening. It just made my Manch Pravesh even more beautiful. And I would like to thank all of you for being with me in this one of the most biggest days in my life. Thank you.
As you can see, I don't have a script. I've been told the evening is over. We can disperse. Thank you very much. It's been fantastic having all of you. And the next time Urja has their next Manch Pravesh, I hope to see many of you with us again. Thank you. Good night.
सदा मनोज्ञं स्वनदुत्सवोत्सुकं विकीर्णविस्तीर्णकलापशोभितं ससम्भ्रमालिङ्गन चुम्बनाकुलं ससम्भ्रमालिङ्गन चुम्बनाकुलं प्रवृत्तनृत्यं कुलमध्यबर्हिणाम्